And welcome to a 3D scanner review. The scanner is a Revopoint, I don't know exactly how you pronounce it. This is a little scanner, and it's got three sensors. One of them is depth, I think two might be depth of field, one is colour, and then there's a scanning device in the centre. It is a mini, and it's got a USB, I can't remember what that double connector's called. It's got one of them, and with it you get the cable, which is USB 3, I think, to the strange double-headed USB connector that you often see on disk drives. And also what comes in the package is a turntable, which is USB to USB-C. You get a little figurine or statue, and this is a turntable. And you look at this, you get a switch for off. You can switch it to go clockwise or counterclockwise. There's a USB-C input, little light comes on to its power, and there's a speed control, so you can slow it down and it's the data there. But this still comes as part of the kit. The stand has an adapter that clips onto the device. It extends out a reasonable distance so that you can jack the scanner up. The bottom, the feet come out to form a tripod, and a bit awkward and fiddly with one hand. Feet extend by about an inch, and that's the full extension of the end. So without further ado, software's loaded, let's do a scan. Right, here we are. You download the software, you plug it in. That's all you need to know. And then you get the software, and as you can see, we're in the preview mode. There is a too near, excellent, good, and too far, which is basically, if you move it away, you're still good. Now you're too far. So you really want to bring it in using the pictures over here. And you can also look at the scanning arc, because you can see the arc, so you can actually move it. So by looking at the arc of where the person is, and then bring it in and sort of fiddle it around until he's in about the center of the red box. It's quite hard because it's not moving in the same axis as my hand and brain are working, and then it's just a matter of angling the camera or the sensor a bit, try and get him all in the view, the little man. Back in the center. The little red marks say that it's overexposed. I could turn the light off, and I'll leave the light on because otherwise the other camera won't see it very well. So we'll try it at that, and we're not going to go for any of the advanced settings because I can't find any. So the first thing to do is we'll scan. We'll give it a sensible name. Well, you can't really see it. So just move this quickly out of the way. Nope. Move that out of the way down there. All right, we'll change that just to head. Well, that's a location where we're going to put the scan. We do aqua scan, we'll do features, and we'll do no color because it's a white thing. So okay with that. Move that up out the way a bit. Actually, we're not going to really use that camera, so we might as well just squash that there. Right, so the timer, start timer, so you say at the moment it's set to 1 second, so it will count to 1 before starting the scan. So we hit the scan button, and now it's scanning. And what we want to do is we want to wait until the head has done 1 complete revolution. So round he goes, and what's going to happen is you're going to find there's holes in his head, and there's holes under his chin, and then there's holes here where the scanner doesn't see. So he's coming around to have done a full revolution. So around he comes. We'll just let him so he gets his nose. Right, so that's 1 full revolution. So we pause the little chap, and then we pick him up, and we lay him on his side. Hopefully there's no dots over it, and then we start running again, and it will work out that he's now laying on his side and should put him back in. There he goes. It's worked out. He's on his side, and it's rotated the thing. And so now we're going to get to scan the parts that it didn't scan earlier. So hopefully when we finish this, it should have a complete 360-degree scan of the little chap. So we'll just wait till it comes around again, and that's probably enough. So if his head passes the middle, we'll say that's done. We'll get ready, and then we'll stop it, and we'll say complete. And this fuses all the readings together. So you can come over here and you can set the pitch, the point pitch. Now the smaller the point pitch, the longer it takes to fuse, but the better the fusing is. And if you set it to manual, then you've got a choice. But we'll set it at 0.02. That's the smallest it will do, but it will probably mean it will take longer. So happy with that. So then we hit the button and it starts fusing, and it's going to be relatively slow, so we'll speed this up and we'll see how long it takes in the end. Hey, fusing complete. Well, that took a long time. We'll have to see that in high speed. Right, well, after fusing, the next one is creating a mesh. Now, not quite sure what the mesh quality is. I'll look it up. But we'll leave that one as it is, 6, because it's a high value, and is 6 better than 1? So we'll leave it at 6. Denoise, we'll leave it there, level 3, and we'll set the fill holes. So any little holes in here should be filled, so we'll leave it at that, and we'll create the mesh. As you see, now it's going to go away and mesh, so this could be another long wait. Now I could play some music here, but I know some viewers don't like music, so we'll just sing along. Hey, we're complete. So now we can come down here and we'll save it in here. And of course we don't want apply, we want an STL. So we'll save that. And it said it's done that, and then we can go into here and we can have a look, see if there's any holes, and there's not. And another way to look at it is we'll print one out. Right, obviously we can't print him like that, so we've got to rotate him. That looks more upright, doesn't it? And then we drop him to the mat. Here we see the little fellow on the printer. Unfortunately, he wasn't flat to the board, so I had to print some supports, which meant it looks like he's spewing. But it came out alright in the end-ish. Well, as a first go, it's not overly bad. You can tell that there are printing artifacts and things like that, especially on the top of the head. There is some, let's see if I can get a better focus on it. It's flaring out a bit. Turn some lights off. That's better. Is that too dark? Or is that too much light from the window? When it comes back round again, you'll see that the top of his head up here has got a few artifacts. There you go, like worm casts on his head. So it's not perfect, but I don't know. I think it's promising, and for a first attempt, I've used a 3D scanner before, which took a lot more effort to produce something like this. This was, you can see here his nose. He needs a bit of scraping where it's got a bit of snot on his face, but for an out of the box settings, I think it's okay. I think it will improve with use, and look forward to finding more things I can put on it. Well, if you like this review and you'd like to see more things like this, hit the subscribe button, click on the bell, and I'll catch you on the next one.